Well, welcome to a little special edition of 42nd Street Pete's Grindhouse. As I remember my good friend Gary Klar, who has been gone 4 years as he passed away on this date in 2020 after battling ALS. I had met Gary at one of the conventions, might have been a Chiller, might have been a Monster Mania, and for some reason we just hit it off and we became the best of friends. We were always in touch, we were always talking. He was a huge supporter of my writing. He wanted to see Gunfighters of the Drunken Master made into a movie. At one point he even showed me the original copy I had sent him where he had notes in the margin about how to do things and stuff like that. Well, that was not to be, unfortunately. Our little plans were scrapped because he wanted to, we take off, get a cabin in the woods, bring the dogs, just sit down there for a month and hammer out a script. Last time I had talked to Gary, he had been slurring his words and he didn't know why. And next time I called him up, his wife was on the phone, Carolyn, and told me, "You're never going to hear Gary's voice again. He had ALS." So Gary was a dinosaur with the computers even worse than I am. But we communicated through the computer right up until the day he no longer could, I guess, work the computer, which was sad. And, the guy was a tremendous friend, that's all I can say. He wasn't, it wasn't just, the movies and stuff like that, because we really didn't talk that much about the movies. We sort of talked about life and other things and shit like that. And is there something after this, which I hope there is, because if there is, I'm sure God put him and Pilato in some kind of secluded room because they probably have driven everybody completely fucking crazy by now. Last time I saw Gary in the flesh was when they did the Day of the Dead reunion at Cinema Wasteland, and I was right behind him and Joe Pilato the whole weekend, which was really a trip in itself. And we went out to eat, and like I said, we stayed in touch. And, it's just a horrible, horrible thing that happened that, he was taken, from us so soon. Gary was a good guy, like I said, it was an unlikely friendship, but we were like brothers toward the end. We just reached out to each other, and I honestly, there's two people who basically I stayed, close with up until the day they passed away, and they were both named Gary Klar and Gary Kent. So I know he's out there somewhere in the great beyond, and we made a deal that, if I go, he's supposed to keep yelling and screaming up there till I find him when we can work things out. So, brother, I miss you every fucking day. It just ain't the same without you, as it ain't the same without all other guys. But out of all the people that I've met over the 30 years of doing conventions, you were the real deal. In a fucking business full of scumbags and assholes, you were the real guy. You were the true guy, and I always respect what you did and the respect you had for your fans and the respect that you had for our men and women in uniform, where if you found out that they'd served their country, you never even charged them. So again, 4 years after the fact, I'm remembering you like it was tomorrow, and I'll never forget you, and I don't think your fans will ever forget you either. So until the day comes when we meet again, all I can say is rest in peace, and I love you, brother, I really do, and I miss you every damn day. So that's our show, and thank you.